Hello, Aries. Welcome. This is Tina. Thank you for joining me today. We're here today to do your weekly tarot reading. This week's reading is going to have the intention set for love and relationships, but as always, we will let the cards dictate which way we go. If they say we're not doing love this week, we're not going to. We'll let them be the boss of us. But the intention is set here for love and relationships. So, with that being said, let's start off by pulling a love message. Okay, show me the one message that would be the most beneficial to the Aries collective watching this. Please show me one. I'm going to take this one. All right, beautiful. You are enough. The person you are meant to be with will love you the way you are. You don't need to change. Okay, so the first thing I got is for some of you, if you are still kind of on loop with why it didn't work out with somebody, that is hugely for you. But it's great for anybody. It's a great reminder message for anybody if you're kind of struggling with feeling like you aren't enough, like, or why doesn't somebody like me more than they do? You know, that those types of feelings. You don't need to change for anybody. Now, having said that, we all need to compromise. We all need, if you want something to work, you can't be uncompromising. It doesn't mean going through life uncompromising, right? But it means that fundamentally who you are is enough, okay? So this week I'm going to keep it fun and lighthearted. We're going to use the cat deck. I love this deck. It's very cute and whimsical. So here we go. You know, one thing I wanted to talk to all the signs about this week is that, I'm always going to be honest with you about what the cards are saying, right? But you need to remember, one, that there's never really a negative message, at least in my readings. It's all for your own personal growth. The universe works for you, not against you, right? It's all for your, so if don't ever interpret really anything in the cards as negative, because it's all for your personal growth. And sometimes it's just real talk, right? It's real talk. Sometimes the cards are here to say your energy is off in this area. Let's this is your opportunity to refocus, right? Okay, so there's that. Another thing is, if you choosing to sit in negative energy and depressed energy, and I'm not talking about depression or anything like that, but I'm just talking it in a lower frequency is a good way. That's a choice. That is a choice. We all need to go through certain things and feelings in order to grow and move past things. We need to take all the time we need to get through something. But remember, it's all a choice. It's a choice. So if you're looking for a reading, no matter who is giving it, to just reaffirm your negativity, nah, that it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Let's be positive. Let's raise your frequency here. All right, here we go. Please show me the energy for this week for Aries in love and relationships. Please show me the energy surrounding Aries in love and relationships. Right there. Oh, speaking of that energy, okay, now I understand why I felt called to talk about that. Five of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the cold. Feeling a sense of lack. Okay. Seven of Cups. And Six of Cups. All right, let's talk about these three cards before I pull three more. Five of Pentacles. So some of you might be kind of feeling, I don't think this has to be like a huge thing you're feeling, but I think maybe you're in and out of feelings of just like, why? Why me? Why doesn't it work out? Why something is missing here, or I feel left behind, or any of those types of kind of feelings. Now we have this influencing energy of the Seven of Cups and Six of Cups. Seven of Cups speaks about all our possible options. It can also kind of be this daydreamy kind of energy of like everything that is available to us. It can be feeling overwhelmed with options. It can also, I just got this message, and actually, funny enough, it kind of blends in with our love message that we received. Feeling like you are an option. Do some of you feel like you have been just somebody's option? Hmm. Which would definitely influence this, right? An option instead of meaning being somebody's option, not their main choice, like you're just an option. Six of Cups energy. Now, I love this card. It's kind of a nostalgic energy, reminiscent energy, but it can also be my soul connection energy. So there might be somebody, I think this situation has to do with somebody that you probably felt kind of a soul connection, or currently feel a soul connection with, either or. I'm kind of feeling like this for some of you might be kind of past energy, that's playing into you still currently. Maybe it's still issues you need to resolve, but take it how it resonates. We're talking to a lot of people here, so this might be current energy for you, what you're going through, or it can be kind of this energy. Let me not get, I'm getting caught up in a loop here. But Six of Cups, it can be somebody from your past, literally. It can also be that, like I said, that soul connection feeling, like even if you've just recently met somebody or something's new, you feel that familiarity with them, like you've always known them. Yeah. All right, let's pull three more cards here. Hanged Man. Nine of Cups. Okay. Five of Wands. Before I talk about these, let's look at the energy on the bottom of the deck. Knight of Wands. Okay. Knight of Wands. The bottom of the deck for me is that subtle undercurrent of energy, okay, flowing in. You have the Seven of Swords under that, which is a little bit of betrayal, deceit, that sort of vibe. But so this is the energy flowing in, affecting all of this very subtly, flowing in from previous days, weeks, months, sometimes even years. Knight of Wands is about passion. It's about kind of a passionate offer or action or something. So something, I kind of feel like this is something you, whatever, this is someone or something that you kind of thought was a really exciting thing. You felt passion. You've just felt this burst of excitement around the situation, whatever it was. Okay. And that's kind of this undercurrent. It's somebody, we're talking about a situation or somebody that you just felt that excitement about at one time. Maybe still, maybe still. The Hanged Man. So this energy is that of, it can be kind of like an immobilized energy, kind of a little stuck, but it's also the biggest takeaway usually from this card is new perspective. You'll see that this person, and you'll see this little kind of like sunshine halo glow over this kitty cat, like looking at the world upside down, right? And like, kind of seeing like, wait a minute, now I see things, now I see things. So influencing this energy. So I like this. First of all, let me just say this Five of Pentacles, feeling kind of this sense of lack. Ugh, moving into shifting your energy here this week of, wait a minute, maybe it's all in how I look at something. Maybe it's all in how you look at something. The person you are meant to be with will love you the way you are. You're not an option. Gaining new perspective on that situation, right? So the Nine of Cups usually speaks of, or it speaks of kind of just kind of that happiness, that feeling like, okay, I've got things are coming together for me in my life. If that's making me feel really happy and joyous, like you see this card, it's kind of that look of kind of subtle contentment, having all these cups surrounding this individual, right? Kind of learning what makes you happy. The other side of this energy, and I think that this card, I mean, I hope that most of you are moving into this. I think that what this card is saying is that this new perspective is you realizing what is actually going to make you happy in life, right? The other thing influencing it is this Five of Wands energy. And I just think that this is actually maybe a self battle. I don't think you're having arguments with anybody this week. I actually think this is your inner conflict. We have two fives here, which to me says this week might be kind of a week of transition. The fives in tarot are a transitionary number, which I really like. That's really positive. So even though maybe I'm overwhelmingly feeling like for many of you this is not something you are very actively going through right now. I think a lot of this for a lot of you is in your heads. It's something that is kind of this nagging thing that you haven't quite completely resolved in your life. So I think for some of you, this is kind of past energy that you're still kind of working through the process of moving out of. Maybe you have felt that every time you feel like you're over it, like, I finally moved past these feelings, and then they reemerge, boom. And we did just go, we're going through kind of some major solar activity. There's been some big solar storms sending out solar flares towards the earth, and that can kind of spur up it truly has all that electromagnetic energy, the geomagnetic energy, has an effect on us. And so it could be that it's kind of pushing you like some of these unresolved things that you haven't completely worked through. It's pushing them to the surface, and you're like, this again? Why am I still feeling this way? I thought I was over it, right? You know what? Leave me a comment and let me know if that resonates. That's a very intuitive reading that I'm giving right now. Very intuitive, in line with the cards, but very intuitive. So let me know if that resonates. I would love to hear that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull three cards: advice, guidance, outcome for this week for Aries. Three cards: advice, guidance, outcome for the Aries. Justice, balance. All right, I like this. Let's see. The Chariot, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, transitionary, transitionary. Yes. Okay. I think there needs to be a little self-love here with this. Love yourself. Love yourself. I felt called to say that. Okay. So this is jumping out at me of what I've said here. I think that the big takeaway from this card, so the Eight of Swords is oftentimes a mental prison. It's kind of our own doing, feeling bound up and blindfolded, but it's we're our own worst enemies here. And I think that maybe there needs to have been this, you need to gain this new perspective with very wide open eyes. I think some of us need to pull down the blindfold. Not that you're in denial, but just you need to gain some new perspective so that maybe you can transition out of this feeling. And I feel like a lot of you are doing this. That fives energy, it's all of a sudden you're transitioning out of this energy that you've been stuck in for maybe the past months. I don't know. Maybe even some of you, this is years old, but we got the Justice card. I feel like we kind of got this is more outcome instead of guidance. Things are kind of going to start balancing out for you in this situation. Okay, you're going to start feeling some. We got two major arcana in these final cards, which is it's beautiful. It's big energy. It's pivotal energy, and then the Chariot. So it's just like I was kind of feeling from these cards. Things are gonna You're gonna gain new perspective. You're gonna get yourself out of this little mental loop maybe you've been going in. If you feel like you've been in a mental loop about something, this is your reading, okay? And as soon as you kind of gain this new perspective, and I think for some of you, it really comes down to this card right here. The person you're meant to be with will love you the way you are. You know, they'll love you for who you are. And if they didn't, then they weren't for you. The universe just saved you. Okay? Balance is going to be restored, and this Chariot energy is moving forward. It's moving forward, and it's moving forward of will. You'll have the will again to just boom, push yourself forward to your next phase. I think this is a beautiful reading, Aries. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that little like button. Really helps my video, and it lets me know that it resonated or you liked some of the messages today. And if you have not subscribed yet, I would so love if you chose to do so. That would be wonderful. Until next time, thank you for joining me, Aries. Bye-bye.